Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. Adventure Gold had a question about potential wave two targets in next year's bear market. Wanted to give you an example of how I go about doing this. So my hypothetical target is 150. Throw on a simple fib tool here. We can see that the levels could potentially be anywhere from 44K to 98K as a cycle bottom. This could depend, obviously, how the market develops, in the coming next months. If we extend the cycle to 170, for example, you can see the targets adjust. This has historically been the case for a lot of Bitcoin bear markets. We usually retrace to about the 0.618, could be the zero point 0.5, could be the 0.786, but for 170, we're seeing anywhere from 48K to 93K. And then if we get a super cycle up to 200K, obviously the targets adjust. We can see anywhere between 55 to even 129K if we have a shallow bear market. But this is an example of how I go about potential targets. Obviously, it's all hypothetical. Using Bitcoin's history, we can extrapolate that out and potentially target certain levels. Obviously, history doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. And historically, Bitcoin often retraces to the 0.618 or the 0.786. If we see a shallow bear market, some of the targets are there. I'll have a better understanding of where the bear market bottom could be for wave two once we've hit our wave 5 target. I'm still going with 150 as my base case. Obviously, we could extend to 170, 200, and those are some examples of targets I'm going to be eyeing for next year's bear market. I'm a spot holder. I don't necessarily trade a lot of this stuff. So if I see a good level, I'll start to accumulate and dollar cost average next year, but I'll obviously let my community know, when I start doing that.